Hey everybody, it's John. Tomorrow's Bunker Hill Day. It was actually the Battle of Breed's Hill, which took place in the middle of the street, just so you know. This is Breed's Hill. Up here is Bunker Hill behind them. Breed's Hill was the hill where the battle was fought on, 62 feet height, closer to the British. Bunker Hill was the hill behind them, about 100 feet in height. But the colonials came up here on the evening of June 16th. Nice June night like we've been having, you know, cool at night, hot during the day. And about 1,500 of them began to dig in an embrasure. And I'll use Bunker Hill, even though this isn't where it was William Prescott, Samuel Gridley, amongst others, Israel Putnam. And they dug in right here at Breed's Hill throughout the night. And of course, they were discovered at dawn, at twilight, by somebody on board the HMS Lively. The British immediately opened fire. Samuel Graves, the admiral, British admiral on board the Somerset, said, "Hey, you just woke up my sleep, stop." And then it was General Clinton, who had been reconnoitering. He had the overnight watch. He said, "No, let him go." So 128 guns were pointed at Breed's Hill by the British warships. And they were fighting war in a bygone era. The British in their bright red uniforms would come, you know, four abreast, 100 yards deep, marching up the hill, full frontal assault, while William Howe went around the left flank. And they had to have 3 attacks, and they were repulsed every single time except for the 3rd attack, because the colonials ran out of ammunition. Plus they were hungry, they had worked all night, they hadn't slept, they were dehydrated, hungover because they were drinking rum and cider. But this is where William Prescott, allegedly said, "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes." And essentially they wanted to concentrate their musket fire for more accuracy when they came up the hill. But the British, and Brigadier General Robert Piggott, he had the 5th, the 38th, 43rd, 47th, and 52nd Regiments, in addition to Major John Pitcairn's Marines in reserve. They came up the hill, and the colonists just kicked their ass in terms of shooting it down. Twice they retreated. Third time they came up with bayonets affixed. The colonists ran out of ammunition. They tried to leave on the back end here through Charlestown Neck because they were surrounded by British warships and British soldiers, and that's where they incurred the most casualties, as the British warship Symmetry would fire down onto Boston Neck. But the British won the day, but they lost the war, and they incurred the most casualties of any battle in the American Revolution. They lost over 75% of their high command, as men like Peter Salem Poor, William Prescott were firing down at the officers and cutting the head off the snake. And this is also where Joseph Warren fell. And he was a great loss to the colonists, a great leader, spiritual leader, great speaker, but he was one of the last to fall here on Bunker Hill. Okay, I'm gonna do a video about this. Thanks for watching. See ya.